Your beard is so long, so attractive. It calls out for me to touch it, to immerse my fingers in it. I think I fell in love.
Peggy 18.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Graveayrd Keeper here on Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. So, on this episode, we will continue our adventure. Now, my main task right now is to process some of these bodies. This one, theoretically, if we extract the blood and the fat and then put on the gold injection, this can be buried at the cemetery and we can get some decent points out of this. The other zombie will be, or the other corpse will be zombified, so we can get additional workforce for one of the farms. Now, I do realize that because the Game of Crones DLC has implemented the farms for the refugees, those are self-sufficient / self-running farms, which raises a couple of questions to me, like why the heck can't I make those on my own and stuff like that. But yeah, it's gonna be one of those episodes. Anyhow, on this episode, what I want to try to do is continue the support of the Bolchevik party run by the General Comrade Donkey. So because I need to make that freaking book, let me show you. Where is it? Where is that book? Come on! Okay, so cookbook. 50 ways to cook ratatouille with vegetables and cats. So I will require pen and ink, I will require more clean paper, and red wine. This does not specify exactly what quality of red wine. And I'm not sure if I have any basic grapes because there are bronze, silver, and gold star grapes. So I'm gonna see if I can brew some wine. And for the pens, I will need to go into the village to fetch the feathers from the farm which sells the eggs and feathers, and the paper I will just make on my own. So I'm gonna skip all this prep work because it's just gonna reduce the rendering time on my laptop so that you can then enjoy the episode much faster, because like I said on many occasions, 8 gigs of RAM is a horrible idea when it comes to creating content for YouTube. What can I tell you? I'm one of the most stubborn people on the earth, so yeah, you are stuck with me apparently. If you are a new viewer, welcome to the channel. If you are a returning viewer, welcome. I'm gonna try to pump out these episodes as fast as I can. Obviously, I have other things which I will need to do, so I cannot guarantee at what time these episodes will be published. I'm gonna try to provide you with as much content as I can, as currently the platform is still kind of showcasing my content, as there is not that much stuff. And when the DLC has been launched, there were a few live streams and there are like over a couple of hours long. But so far, some of the content which I have published, like the second episode's like 50 something minutes long, and I had to like skip 40 minutes or so of prep time. So yeah, I'm not really sure how the live stream would actually work on some of these things, but because it's gonna be daytime, I really don't want to waste a day just talking here, so I'm just gonna use the teleportation stone and I'll talk to you once the prep has been done. I see you've caught me hiding evidence. I mean, I'm just doing my job. Anyhow, so here's the deal. Most of the work which will be required, such as grinding or construction work, things like this which take up a stupid amount of time, I'm gonna most likely skip on. But there is new stuff to be unlocked when it comes to the Game of Crones DLC. And I will most likely definitely try to feature this on the playthrough because it's a part of the DLC, and I really want to see what it will be related to. So really looking forward to getting some of these new recipes and things like that. But in order for us to get there, it's just gonna take a while. So I'm gonna go see if I have some wine brewed in the meantime, and if so, I should be able to put together the cookbook, because I should be able to put some of these things to good use. So we will require 2 of these, so let's make that happen. Man, I keep losing where the damn cookbook is at. Leave it to the communists to keep hiding what I need to look for. Okay, so I'm gonna need to make some more paper, and the red wine is highly questionable as I am not really sure what quality is necessary in order to make the recipe work.
While the fans are awaiting the first pitch, they're being entertained by the stadium's Angel Vision, showing some of those unusual moments in baseball over the year.
Ah, yes, back with the refugees. So while the wine is brewing for me to have the cookbook made, I have decided to stop back at the refugee camp. I'm gonna give them some additional seeds for planting, which should allow the farm to create some food for the colony, for the refugees. Because it looks like so far only thing the cook was able to make were some lentil cutlets, and that looks more like a punishment in comparison to actual meal. So how about we go and put that farm to good use. We're gonna start off by giving them some pumpkin, then we're gonna follow it with some onion, and then we're gonna give them some additional lentils to be made. Now, we will have to make 3 more of the farms here in order for them to fully supply the refugees, but honestly, I'm not really sure how necessary that is at this point. What I want to do is build additional residential tent. This will get us to the 8 points of refugee happiness when we increase the population and such, and this will allow us to then go ahead and upgrade that cooking table. So let's put down the additional tent. And once that is constructed, should be able to get up to 8 points. Come on, buddy, work with me. No slacking off. Come on, chop chop. And here you can see that the refugees just went there to like take a look at the farm. They don't need to be manned at the farm, which is kind of annoying too. But anyhow, I have still 2 points of happiness, and therefore I really wanna put in additional refugee. Maybe he's gonna have something nice to tell me. He's gonna wait here for the person to show up. First refugee who arrived was the cook. Second one was this weird guy who accused us of breaking his shop or punching his face or something funny like this. And here we have another refugee. Guy is rocking a solid beard, we can appreciate that. But unfortunately, because it's nighttime or it's getting dark, he's just gonna go hide in the tent, and we're gonna have to see if we can talk to him on the next day. So let's go back to the graveyard and see if the wine has been brewed and if we can make that cookbook for the proletariat. If not, well then they are screwed. Can I put in something? Okay, I'm gonna have to make like some Yeah, just give me a second here, okay? Okay, so apparently it really doesn't matter if you have a gold star wine, a silver star wine, or a bronze star wine. If you have the ingredients, you should be able to create the cookbook. And because we have the cookbook, I'm gonna go drop it off into the not so secret drop-off box, and the next time we're gonna talk with Donkey, he's gonna have more stuff to tell us. I was really afraid the conversation was turning a bit more darker and I'm gonna have to shove the book or the other contraband somewhere else, so thankfully that did not have to happen. I think it's enough if we just feed dead people to the people at the witch burning ceremonies, which is also like a thing for only a short amount of time, so that's kind of a real shame, to be perfectly honest. Now, one thing which is actually really funny is that because the refugees are foraging in order to sustain themselves, what we can do here is go to the refugee camp, and if we would to go and take a look at the tent with these supplies, I am able to see that they are gathering berries and they are gathering mushrooms. So berries can be turned into berry ferment, and that then can be turned into booze, which you can sell at your tavern if you have the Stranger Sins DLC. Yeah, that's the name. And also, mushrooms are a pretty decent source of energy. I mean, sure, baked mushrooms give you only 12 points of energy, but I mean, if you do a stupid amount of work as you're trying to establish your graveyard, your church, your tavern, your refugee colony, you're gonna be burning through calories and energy rather fast, and mushrooms are a great source of protein, so why the heck not? Now it looks like we have some more information here from Marquis, so let's see what he has to tell us. I see that I was right to trust you, my friend. You provided us with food, water, and place to live. I know that you're doing it for a fee, but that doesn't make your efforts less decent. Well, getting paid to do something good is always better than getting paid to do something bad. Certainly, and I'd like to award you a part of the promise fee right now, beginning with the artifact, the Witcher's Eye. I'm sure it will be useful to you. Beyond that, I don't have new tasks for you for the moment. I'm sure there are new people here, especially this gentleman, who might be able to provide us with more stuff to do. We decided to appeal directly to the king. It's our last chance at clemency. My cousin will go to him on the day of the prince's wedding. The king will find it hard to refuse since it's a great holiday. Then I wish you good luck and happy return home very soon. That would be perfect. Thought I lost my true home long ago. Okay, let's see if this gentleman has something to tell us. Ah, you changed your mind. Your bag of gold is right here, already here, in moneylender's left pocket. Give it to me. 1% isn't really much. Plus 1 gold. Actually, I just wanted to trade. Okay, so let's see what does the gentleman... Wow! Okay, this is actually pretty damn awesome, to be perfectly honest. Now, okay, let's go through some of these things and talk about why this is important. Silver powder and gold powder are both necessary in order for you to create gold injection and silver injection. these are utilized in creating better zombies. Also, in order for you to get silver nugget, you actually need to have certain tech available to you. So if you were to go into, I think it's actually the building, you will require stuff like precious metals, and you can get silver quite often if you are breaking apart the large chunks of iron. Those can be found, no, I said map, here at the quarry. There is a vein where you can employ 2 zombies, which will be providing you with either coal or iron, but there is also an iron ore where you can mine the giant iron slabs on your own. So it's an easy way for you to get the silver this way. Gold, however, is much more difficult to obtain, and the biggest problem is that if you clear out the dungeons, specifically like level 4, 6, 14 and such, once you clear out, for example, the gold golems, or you come across the gold veins there, it's really difficult for you to get more gold. So if you have this trader who will hook you up with raw gold, gold powder, gold bars, and even golden gems, this is actually really amazing. And I realized that I was kind of talking about different things while the conversation is going on, so I do apologize for that. Now I'm not really even sure what the hell are they talking about, because I wasn't paying attention and I was staring at my microphone. 1% a day is quite the rank up. And I'm not really sure if I'm gonna have to ask him for something. So yeah, silver ingots, if you are starting off your game and you are able to get silver nuggets and you are able to smelt these into the silver bars and you don't have the tavern established because you are trying to at least go through the base game, well then the silver ingots are actually a great commodity for you to sell to the merchant on the day when he shows up in the town. So keep that in mind. If you don't have the tavern and you don't have access to like gold star quality wine, it's gonna take you quite a while to generate any decent income. And as you can see, he only has 1 gold, 16 silver, 12 coppers, while I have 166 gold, 24 silvers, and 66 coppers. So the money can be accumulated rather quickly when you have the Stranger Sins DLC. Okay, let's see. It looks like the kitchen is cooking on its own without her help. I wanted to see if we can get in one more refugee. I'm gonna do this, and once we do this, what I will have to do is put additional carrots into the drop-off box so that Donkey can show up and congratulate us on dropping off whatever his Bolshevik party has requested at the start. Okay, and here we have a new NPC to the village or the refugee camp. But he looks like one of those generic NPCs, so I'm not really sure if we're gonna get anything out of him, especially since he goes immediately into the tent and hides. And as we can see, the farm is done growing crops, so let's put in the order. I feel like this is much more efficient in comparison to like the zombie farms. Let's give them some more onions and some more lentils. Let's take a look at their water levels. They have decent amount of water left. I have some construction material here. They have raw ingredients. They have lots of booze. They should be fine. And in a couple of days, we're gonna go talk to merchant. I'm gonna need to acquire more seeds theoretically, we can go take a look at the... Okay, so part of the payment was porcelain pitcher. We also received jewelry. That's nice, that's nice. I do wonder if I can actually sell the jewelry to this guy over here. For 75 silver? That seems kind of a small amount for the amount of work which needs to go into the creation of that thing, especially because you require like access to gathering diamonds. It's also good if you have the jeweler perk, but you also require to go in the smithing section and have the precious little thing unlocked in order for you to be able to get golden jewelry details which can be used for decorating the inside of your cathedral, specifically for the windows. And then the jewelry I do think is required for you to create like the damask sword with a gem, which I should currently have equipped as it is. So yeah. Okay, let's go back to the graveyard. I'm gonna get rid of some of these things, and we'll talk with the donkey. I'm so refreshed. I heard that the Graveayrd Keeper is an extraordinary individual. Who do we have here? You should really put a lock on those doors. But nobody warned me that he's also a handsome man. Oh, thank you. Your beard is so long, so attractive. It calls out for me to touch it, to immerse my fingers in it. I think I fell in love. Well, thanks. It's unusual to hear such words coming from an inquisitor. Does it surprise you that a beautiful and intelligent woman can be an inquisitor? See for yourself, my dear. Not all female inquisitors are lonely, bitter, ugly old hens. Her voice is hypnotic, and her eyes, I feel naked. It's awful. May I know your name and the purpose of your visit? Oh, I adore direct men. Lady Beatrice, and I'm looking for someone. Someone who... What's that disgusting smell? Is that corpses? Please stop doing that. It smells unbearable. What? It's a revolutionary, unique freshener. Really? You prefer the smell of corpses? I thought it's gonna smell like onions in here, because I've been cooking stuff with onions lately. Definitely. At least it doesn't make my eyes water. How disappointing. I had hoped on a more arousing encounter. Perhaps next time. Sorry, you didn't say who are you looking for? Heretics, sentenced to the holy fire. They escaped from prison and fled town. With the help of an old inquisitor who betrayed his faith and his god. I'd love to help, but I don't know anything about it. Wink, wink. Don't worry, my dear. You've already helped. Whoa. Hey, what was that? I smell strange.
Non faux-fantite.
Dried cloves and lilies, beautifully combined with the smell of rotting corpses. Okay, so we're gonna have to talk to the Inquisitor regarding Lady Beatrice. The problem is, Inquisitor showed up yesterday, and it is tomorrow, so that's gonna complicate things. Also, because Donkey does not show on the next day during the day of the sermon, it's just gonna take forever for us to get some of these things done. So, here is the idea. I think I'm gonna finish off the episode here. And basically, I'm gonna try to get as much prepared for the next episode, such as like going to see the merchant, grabbing the seats for the refugees, and like getting prepared for the talk with the Inquisitor. So if you like what I do here, consider giving the episode a like, or heck, even consider subscribing to the channel. I publish content on a weekly basis. I do mostly playthroughs, I do discussion videos, I do early in-game reviews if I come across a title which I do enjoy, and I'm planning to do a whole lot more for the channel eventually when I will have more than just a simple laptop. But until then, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully, I will see you at the next one. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and bye-bye.